Math 7, lesson 9.7, polygons. A polygon is a closed plane figure that has 3 or more sides. Each side is a line segment. So what this means, all of these shapes below are polygons. And so what this means is that a polygon, first of all, has to have 3 or more sides. So it has to at least be a triangle. The sides all have to have straight lines, so you can't have any curves. And they all have to be closed, so there can't be any openings. So for example, something that maybe looks like, let's see, like this is not a polygon because, first of all, that's not a straight line, but it's also open. So right here, it's open, and so it's not a polygon. So all of these are polygons except for this one, so we're going to get rid of that. Okay, let's go down below here. A regular polygon has congruent sides, that means they're exactly the same, and congruent angles. So the word regular in math means that all of the sides and all the angles are equal to each other. So this shape below is a regular, let's see how many sides it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's a pentagon. It's called a regular pentagon because it means that all of its sides are exactly the same length. So these little tick marks right here means that they're the same. So they each have one tick mark. That means they're each the same measure of each other. And they all have the same measure of angle. So whenever it looks like this, it's a little sloppy here. Whenever it looks like this, then that means all those angles measure the same. So it is a regular pentagon. Let's move up a little bit. And so let's go ahead and read this. This is the formula for measures of interior angles of a regular polygon. This is the formula right here, and when we let n stand for the number of sides. So the number of sides of the shape minus 2 times 180, that's going to give us the value, the sum of all of these angles together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then when we divide it by n, which is the number of angles, that's going to tell us how much each of these is. So let's do an example of that. Let's take this shape over here. See how many sides we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the number of sides, which is 6, minus 2 times 180. This is going to tell us the value of, or the sum of all of the angles added together. And here's why. Because when we want to find out how many triangles are in this shape. So let's find out how many triangles we can make. We can make 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we count them, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles in this shape. Each triangle is 180 degrees. So we have 4 triangles in there times 180. That's going to tell us the sum of all of the angles together, or the sum of this shape of angles. So that's 4 times 180. And then if we want to find out how much each angle is, which is what we're talking about right here, then we divide it by however many angles we have, which is 6. So if we do the math on that, I'm going to cross-reduce there. So 4 times 30. Each angle is 120 degrees. So when we have a regular polygon, we can figure it out this way using this formula. Let's take a look at a few more examples. Number 1, find the missing angle measure for this shape right here. So that means that we're trying to find the measure of this angle and this angle. We know that the top one is 124, and we know that these two are equal because they have that same little partial part of a circle, which means that they are equal to each other. So let's see how we would figure out how we would go about finding out how to get those. So first of all, we know that a triangle is 180 degrees. And we subtract the amount that we already know in there, and that's 124 degrees. So we have left over 56 degrees. So 56 degrees for both of these two angles, and we know they're the same. So if we say 56 degrees divided by 2, that's going to give the measure of each of those angles, and that is 28 degrees. So each angle is 28 degrees. Okay, let's take a look at number 2. We want to find the sum of the interior angles for this polygon. Okay, so the sum of the interior angles, that means all of these added up together. What is the degrees of this shape? So we would do that by using our formula. So let's see how many sides we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sides. That means that we have, let's see how many triangles that makes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again, using our formula, it would be the number of sides minus 2, which is how many triangles we have, which we know is 7, times 180, because each triangle is 180 degrees, so that's going to be 7 times 180, and that is going to be 1,260 degrees. That is A. So the sum of the interior angles of the polygon is 1,260 degrees. B is we want to find the measure of a single angle. So we know that the total is 1,260 degrees, and we know that there are 9 angles because there are 9 sides. So we divide that by 9, and this is going to give us the value of each angle. Number 3, we want to find the value of the variable. So right now we want to find the value right here of this angle, which is going to be angle D. So again, with these lines, so these 2 lines right here have 1 tick mark. That means they're the same length. These each have 2 tick marks. That means they're the same length as each other. So that means that if we have an angle here, it's going to be the same as this angle here, which is going to be then 30 degrees. So we know that together, this angle right here is 180 degrees because it's a straight line. So if we take 180 degrees and subtract the 30 degrees that we know, then that is going to give us 150 degrees. So the measure of angle D is 150 degrees. Now for number 4. Number 4, we want to find the value of the variable. So our variable right here is E. So let's see what we already know. So we know that this shape right here means that this is a 90-degree angle. So you have 2 90-degree angles. You have these angles right here. This one's 144. This one's 144 because it has that same curve on it. So that means they're the same value. And then, so we're trying to solve for this one. So we will start by taking what we know and writing that down. So we have 2 angles that value 90. Plus, we have 2 angles that value 144. plus E, which we don't know, and that's going to be the same as, we have 5 sides on this shape minus 2. That's going to tell us how many triangles we have in there. We multiply each triangle by 180 degrees, and that's going to give us how the sum of all of the interior angles together. So we have our equation. Now let's simplify. We have 180 plus 288 plus E equals 3 times 180, which is going to be 540. We add these together and we get 468 plus E equals 540. We want to get E by itself, so we subtract 468 from both sides. And then we get E, we get the measure of angle E equals 72 degrees.